The golden age of Hollywood was a period that produced many tried and true beauty recipes that several actresses of the era swore by and attributed their beauty to. Many of these beauty secrets were simple enough to make and were made of natural ingredients readily found in the home. Stars of classic Hollywood understood that the same thing that can make you beautiful on the inside could also make you beautiful on the outside. That's why many of their tried and true beauty recipes and secrets relied on simple fruits, vegetables and pantry items. Hello everybody, how nice to see you! In this video I have once again taken it upon myself to try out original beauty recipes from the golden age of Hollywood, as featured in this book. Now, if you didn't know, this video is part 3 of a series I began last year, so if you haven't watched the earlier 2 parts, I recommend you do, after watching this one, of course. As I mentioned in the first 2 videos on this topic, I am not being paid to feature this book. Although, let's be honest, if somebody offered, then I'd certainly say yes. But I simply find these vintage beauty recipes incredibly interesting. So, let's get started. Today, I'll be making a cucumber juice, listed as a Hollywood skin wash for oily skin. The book states that cucumbers were a staple beauty ingredient and were gentle enough to be used on most skin types. Cucumbers were used for balancing out skin tone and for providing a dewy complexion. Here's the recipe. Wash cucumbers thoroughly and cut them up with the skin on. Pour hot water over them, enough to cover. Place over a low fire and let simmer for half an hour or more. Then strain. Rinse the face with the liquid when cool to the touch. So the cucumber juice has cooled down and is ready to be used. It's sort of a light pale green color. Here goes! Well, that felt refreshing a little bit, just like grainy water. And I've also left some over for tonight. I really need a manicure. My nail polish is coming off and my hands are really dry from washing the dishes yesterday. I know, me washing dishes? It should be a crime. Anyway, to get my hands looking glamorous again, I'm going to try a vintage hand treatment made of orange juice and honey. So here's the orange and honey mixture, and here's the leftover oranges. Don't mind if I do, she is. I am supposed to soak my hands in this. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just use it as a sort of hand cream. This better soak into my skin. It's very slimy. But it feels like it's good for you, so... What am I gonna do now? How can I stop the camera? Also, I didn't notice, but in the clip before I had a huge lipstick stain on my chin from eating the oranges, so sorry, very improper of me. And also, another thing I didn't realize was that I have some sort of scratch on my hand, which wouldn't be a problem usually, but now there's orange juice on it, and oh boy, it burns. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do, because I can't do anything, so I'm just going to stand here. So glamorous. Hello! Please don't mind the angle, I can't change it. It has been 20 minutes during which I switched on some music using my elbows and simply just walked around my room, and now it's time to wash my hands. Luckily, from doing another honey face mask from a previous video, I know that honey washes off very easily. Thank goodness. As you can see, it seems to have soaked quite nicely into my skin, so that's good too. There, all finished. And my hands feel nice and moisturized now, I do have to say. It's now evening, and it's time to take off my makeup. Luckily, the vintage beauty book has a mask that not only removes makeup, but is also apparently very good for your skin. The only catch? It's mayonnaise. Okay, well, this is certainly one of the more disgusting recipes I'm trying. It's like a nasty cold cream, almost. Let's get my hair out of the way. Oh. Let the fun begin. In my head, I'm pretending it's cold cream. I mean, it certainly feels like it on the skin. Just smells like burgers. If I ever doubt my courage, I'm just going to think back on the time I used mayonnaise as a face mask. Flying. Here. I think that's as far as we'll go. And the vinegar smells hurting my eyes. The recipe says to leave this on for half an hour, but since I'm using it more as a makeup remover, I'm only going to do 10 minutes. And that in itself is too long. Okay, 10 minutes have been and it's time to wash it off. Thank goodness. The smell is really unpleasant now. I mean, technically I could... No. Sort of. It's like cold cream for the poor. Ew, that's so disgusting. I'll also be trying a special olive oil and salt bath tonight. Here's what the book says about it. Stand in the bathtub and scrub down your body using coarse salt. Then into the bath water, pour 3 tablespoons of olive oil. The oil will rise to the top as you take your bath. Use it to massage into the skin under the warm water. Now, sadly, you aren't invited, but I'll be sure to tell you all about it afterwards. The bath was very relaxing, but also quite a strange experience. I was not a big fan of the oil. I know olive oil is healthy, but I didn't like the feeling it left on my skin. As for the salt, I felt that it was very exfoliating and similar to some scrubs I've used in the past. No complaints there. Today I'm going to be doing a Hollywood beauty pack, but before that, let's try out some classic facial tips. Here's what the book says. If you are thin but your face photographs heavy, dip a terry cloth face towel in warm, not hot, water, wring it out and twist it so the towel is fully extended. Hold it under the chin and slide it back and forth in an upward and outward direction. The action must be gentle so it doesn't irritate. Be sure the towel is kept moist so it pulls but is not abrasive to the skin. Perform 6 times. The second Hollywood facial tips for minimizing lower cheeks is: the twisted, moistened towel is folded in half. The curved area is used to coat the jowls with a gentle kneading motion. Try 6 times on each side. After that little massage, if you will, it's time to try the beauty pack. But before we begin, I do have to say that I did have to modify the recipe a little bit because I don't have the tincture of benzoin. But other than that, I have the ingredients, so let's begin. First, I mix together almond meal and fuller's earth. Then I add enough witch hazel to make a paste. Well, here it is. Now, time to put it on my face and wait for it to dry. Hello, Icy. I'm sure you don't want to eat that. Perhaps I shouldn't be doing this on my bed, but... oh well. This is not sticking to my face at all. Okay. Even more witch hazel, I think, is needed. Okay, even more witch hazel later. There we go. Oh goodness. What does it look like? Oh, horrific. I'm so sorry you have to see me like this. All in the name of science. Alright everybody, it's on my face. Now I have to wait for it to dry, so I'm going to relax for a little while. After washing my hand. I'll try my best to avoid mirrors for the time being because I look revolting. Well, it's dry and I can hardly move my face, so if you'll excuse me, I'm going to wash it off. There, it's all washed off now, and I'm glad, because frankly, that was uncomfortable, and you saw what it looked like. Absolutely horrendous. Still, I think my skin feels nice and soft now. Hello everybody! Last night's vintage beauty recipe was using beer as a setting lotion, and I'm very nervous to see how it turned out. My hair has been setting for about 10 hours now, so I'm sure it's all dry. Let's open it together. Feels very bouncy and promising. Feels dry. My rollers have started to break, so what I've done is made do and mend just like in the old days, and taken the wire out and made a sort of alternative contraption. Okay, it doesn't smell bad at all. I'm very relieved. It does feel a little bit crispy, but I hope I can brush that out. Okay, this one's not very strong. I'm going to brush it out and style it, but so far so good. Well, my hair feels nice and soft, but my hands do feel a little bit sticky. And done. More or less. My hair feels really soft with a little bit of a sticky texture to it, which I'm not such a fan of. And it's also quite frizzy, which my linseed lotion doesn't do, so I'll stick with that one. But for the most part, it works. It does the job. And it's good to know if I ever find myself in the situation where I have to set my hair and the only thing available is beer, I can always use that. Another recipe I'm trying is an oatmeal hand wash. I've been boiling oatmeal and water for about an hour now, and I'm ready to strain it and soak my hands in it. And here it is. It's very slimy. And I'm glad I have the recipe because it would have been a lot. Now it's time for me to soak my hands. I'm not sure for how long, so I'm gonna say 15 minutes. Maggie, do you mind turning off the camera? Because my hands are... All finished, and I have to say my hands feel really nice and soft, and it was very relaxing soaking them. I'll definitely try it again sometime soon. Finally, I tried out a Hollywood soap and sugar scrub. First, I whipped up a lather out of my favorite soap and applied it onto my face. Then, over the soap, I added sugar to make a thick cream. When that was done, I waited for the mixture to dry on my skin. When it was dry, I rinsed it off and followed up with a generous application of moisturizer. That was not bad. I felt a bit unsure about this recipe at the start because sugar on my face. But actually, my skin doesn't seem to be complaining, and honestly that was very fun to do. And that's it! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do let me know if you want me to make a part 4, because I'd love to. Goodbye for now!